Hello, good evening. My name is Latrina Jones, and this is my introduction for the Module 1 Teaching and Learning in Developmentally Appropriate Programs. I am taking this course to get my bachelor's degree in early education, childhood education, and it is nice to meet everyone. I took this course because I was a child who was born with a lot of medical issues and including a developmental delay, and I have several disabilities that I've had to function with most of my life. This course is very important to me because, or this line of education is very important to me because I know what it's like to grow up with a developmental delay and not being on task for everything and meeting those benchmarkers. However, growing up in the time that I did, we did not have all of the educationals and the professionals being trained to deal with children who were not equipped um, to jump right in and be able to receive um, education um, according to what the norms was back then. Um, when I went to school, we were still segregated into one special ed class and pretty much kind of set aside from everyone else. Um, so the first discussion question, I usually do videos to answer or post my um, opinions in the discussion area because I'm an auditory learner. I explain better through talk um, versus writing is very difficult for me. And so, in going forward with this, most of my posts will be in video form, is if that's acceptable to the instructor or the professor in this particular course. Um, I am very open with my disabilities because it has been a very difficult thing for me to get an education um, and to continue to thrive. I was not expected to get past a basically a third grade, third to sixth grade education. Um, of course, there was a lot of misconceptions about children who were born with developmental delays or disabilities like this, learning disabilities like dyslexia and different types of things. Because a lot of my disabilities are not physical, it was very difficult for me as well because um, I was always asked, "Are you retarded?" or "Do you not understand?" or because I didn't um, respond appropriately, or I didn't respond in an adequate manner. Um, so, teaching and learning to develop um, appropriate uh, programs is a crucial thing, especially when you're dealing with now inclusion settings where the children that do have special needs or disabilities are grouped in with the mainstream children. Um, DAP, as the acronym is being used, which is developmentally appropriate practices, um, is a very important step in knowing what's appropriate and to deal with the group that you have, whether it be pre-K all the way through second graders or even beyond. Having an appropriate lesson plan, having an appropriate practice on how to deal with children who needs a little bit of extra care or extra time is very crucial to you being a successful educator and not being frustrated and helping the children to get the curriculum that's being taught. One of the things that is very difficult to address is how to um, educate youngsters with disabilities, even um, mainstream children who don't have learning disabilities. It's still really crucial to have the appropriate lesson plan, the appropriate materials, um, and the knowledge and the know-how and the skill to carry that through. So these are all important things when developing an appropriate program for children as an educator are. Um, I'm trying to stick with the points that the professor would like us to address in this discussion. I am open to questions and to answers. I learned um, a lot. I have learned a lot since starting out getting this degree. Of course, it's been very, very difficult for me. But I've pushed myself to continue on, even though I thought, after starting that I was going to have to drop out because of my age and all of my disabilities. But I um, gotten a lot of help and assistance, and that's why I know personally it's very important to um, know the research, know the standards, um, know how to gather information and prepare a developmentally appropriate practice or program for uh, whatever age group or whatever group of children that you're educating. Being collaborative with your aides, with um, the speech therapist, with the volunteer parents are all important things when you're developing a program to suit the needs of the young people you're educating. So hopefully I have addressed the discussion post. Again, I'm Latrina. I look forward to talking and discussing things with my classmate as well as my instructor. Um, Congratulations on being able to stay home with your daughter. That's a very important role. Um, and I thank you again for your time.